right outside the Tate Modern, and this is my piece, Peregrinations. And if you look through the actual telescope, you'll see a peregrine.
What do they prey on? Do they prey on pigeons? They do. They must love it round here. Trafalgar Square.
See it?
Oh wow! Oh wow, that's amazing!
What can you see?
What can you see, Mason?
What can you see? Another satisfied customer.
So this is a wild one.
Yeah. Well, there's a few in London.
Yeah.
I think the art piece is going down well. I don't know what you think. But, apparently this has been one of their busiest days this season. The art piece has drawn people in. It's been fantastic. We're trying to take the art piece down now, but we can't because people are still coming to have a look. But it's amazing being here at the Tate Modern in the presence of magnificent peregrines and allowing the public to see it as well. It's fantastic. I'm David Lindo and I'm right here in the middle of Thetford Forest in Norfolk to investigate goatsuckers. Now what's a goatsucker, you might ask? Is it a brand new type of sherbet dip? Is it a weird black hole? Or is it a madman that's into sucking goats? Well, goatsuckers, churn owls or fern owls are all old country names for the nightjar, a scarce summer migrant that travels from Africa to breed in forest clearings and felled areas like here. The goatsucker tag came from the belief that they drank the milk of goats and cattle and left their unwitting victims ailing. Nightjars are strictly nocturnal and they have a very cryptic plumage that helps to keep them concealed when they rest up on the ground during the day. You have to be a Jedi or very lucky to come across them because they are totally camouflaged. Tonight we hope to capture and ring one before it heads off on migration, and to carry out this deed we're going to be in the very capable hands of Jez Blackburn, the British Trust for Ornithology's ringing licensing officer. How you doing, sir?
Hello, Dave. Good,
Listen,
very good, thanks.
Good, let's go and stick this net up.
That's a good idea. In theory, the birds should be flying around feeding in the next half an hour or so, hunting for insects and moths, and that is the ideal opportunity to catch them.
Okay, let's get sticking up then.
Okay.
As you can see, it's not easy being a ringer. So what are these nets made of?
Polyester or nylon, depending on what type of net we've got. It's a very fine material, soft, doesn't hurt the birds at all. If you can just hold on to that, please, Dave.
Okay, it's like a wig. I should be wearing it really. I consider this my first lesson. I think a bit of a natural, like you. I feel very hopeful actually. I think that we're going to be lucky tonight because nightjars are one of my favourite birds. I put them definitely in my top 5 after ringouzel and wryneck and Mediterranean gull, and then I slip nightjar in there. Great birds. They've got such an amazing call. I love it when they go quick. Chirring is fantastic as well. But we should get ourselves in position. We just had a nightjar flying around. You can hear it chirring. It's an amazing sound.
There's one quicking over there somewhere.
Quick. I mean, it's the end of August now and I'm quite surprised they're still here. I mean, Jess,
Some of these birds might be adults, but some will be most likely to be juveniles, which have hatched from around here. But some,
flying towards the tree.
We'll try and catch one now, I think, Dave.
That's a good idea. I'm
We've
really,
still got a little bit of daylight as well.
I'm itching to get my hands on one. Well, we tried tonight. We had 2 birds flying around. They even responded to the tape, but they didn't actually come low enough to land in the net. In fact, the wind blew up at one point and I think the nightjars saw the net waving around and avoided it and flew over the top. So I think this is probably our last chance because they are virtually on the move now. Maybe the next couple of days they'll be gone, heading off towards Africa. But we tried, and we had some nice shots and sights of them flying around, and I think maybe come back again next year during the breeding season and see if we could be more successful. 200 years ago, corncrakes were as familiar a feature of the landscape as pheasants are today. Their incessant calling, up to 10,000 times a night, was said to drive people mad. But the introduction of mechanised farming changed this. As their habitat was destroyed, corncrakes were literally mown to death. Corncrakes are a bit of a holy grail for UK birders because they used to be widespread, but now they're very rare and very hard to see. But here at Neen Washes in East Anglia, corncrakes are making a comeback. And that's all thanks to the reintroduction programme run by the Zoological Society of London and the RSPB. Today, corncrake expert Rhys Green is hoping to release another batch of chicks into the wild.
So these are our pens where we keep the corncrakes. We've got a bunch of chicks, so we're going to go in the pens, catch them up, and then decide whether they're ready to go out into the wild.
I can hear them peeping.
Yeah.
Is that one jumping there?
Yeah, that's one jumping up.
Wow.
He's ready to go by the looks of him.
Yeah.
So, David, if you can come in to the pens with us and help.
Right.
And we'll stand you in one place, and that's important. You stay in that place and don't move your feet, so that you don't tread on the corncrake.
So I can't dance, no?
You know, dancing or anything like that, because it is easy to tread on them.
Okay.
Which would be bad. You ready?
Absolutely.
Right, let's go.
Oh, it's stinging nettles. Oh.
Yeah, they are stinging nettles. Yeah. These look quite...
Any dot leaves here at all? They run around like rats.
Oh, got one. Oh, gone that way.
It's amazing, it's just a tiny area of vegetation that you can lose corncrakes in this.
Well, corncrakes had millions of years of adapting to be inconspicuous and living and hiding in places like this.
Yeah.
So this is what they're good at. Okay, we're done.
Tell you what, I'm so excited. I mean, I can't believe that I've got 5 corncrakes in my hand. It's brilliant. I can't wait to release these. Wow. Before they can be released, the chicks need to be weighed and measured and given a clean bill of health. Yeah, you sound pretty healthy. Beating away like a trooper. So this is a migratory species. I mean, in a few days' time, perhaps, they'll be heading off towards Africa. How do we know they're going to come back?
We think most of them will come back pretty close to here, and that's because while they're in the pens, they'll be learning what the sky at night looks like and the stars and so on, and that puts them on the map, if you like.
Now, what do you want to go and put stars in their eyes?
Of course, I really want to hold one of these corncrakes for myself, and now I've got the perfect opportunity.
Just tell me when you're ready and I'll let it go.
I think I'm ready.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah. No, you've done that before, I reckon.
Isn't that amazing? So how long do these birds live for in the wild?
The oldest one we've had is 3 years. We've never had more than 3-year-old ones.
So they don't live long then?
They don't live long, no. They live very eventful lives. They live fast and furious and die young.
Should call this one James Dean then?
Well, you could, except it's a female, so I wouldn't. She might get upset.
And so, for these lucky few, the time has come for them to be given their freedom. Rhys, how do you actually decide where to release the corncrakes? I mean, this looks like any bit of field to me.
Well, we're looking for a place with good cover so the bird can run about without any predators. It's also be a lot of insects, which they feed on too. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, look at that one. Watch
That's
him
good,
go.
that's good.
Yeah,
Is there any chance, fellas, I can release one?
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, out you go. Yes!
Off it goes.
God, they shoot off, don't they?
They do.
So that's another group of young birds to add to the wild corncrake population. The chances for me of seeing a corncrake in my local patch are still slim, but I think they're getting better.